Governing Board. The Yuba Community College District Board of Trustees welcomes public comment on issues within the jurisdiction of the district. The Board of Trustees offers an opportunity for the public to address the board in two sections. One, on matters not appearing on the agenda during the public comment section of the board meeting. And two, before trustees voting on an item contained only in the action agenda during the board meeting. For board policy 2350, 5 minutes may be allotted to each speaker with a maximum of 20 minutes per subject. No action or discussion shall be undertaken on any public comments except that members of the board or staff may briefly respond to or ask a question for clarification regarding statements made or questions posed by persons addressing the board under this agenda item. In order to equitably facilitate public comments, members of the public joining virtually are encouraged to use the raise your hand button on their screen when prompted for public comment. Members of the public joining on the phone are encouraged to press *9 when prompted for public comment. This action will place the member of the public in the queue for public comment. The board president will call on virtually attending members of the public for comment after all members of the public attending in person have addressed the board. The board president will call virtual attendees by the name or last 3 digits of the phone number listed. Virtual attendees will be unmuted when it is their turn to comment. At this point, 6.02, I will call for any public comments, and I will be calling on members of the public in person first. And I have one here for Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, employees, students, and community members. I'd like to speak briefly about a charter petition that's currently working its way through the Sutter County region. Highlands Charter, under the name CALA, petitioned Yuba City Unified School District for an independent charter to serve adult students in the Sutter and Sacramento region. Yuba City Unified School District denied the charter, and they are currently appealing at Sutter County Superintendent of Schools. Highlands has a history of financial concerns being evaluated by the state, and Twin Rivers Unified School District actually denied their renewal where they were previously housed. They engaged in wasteful spending, mismanagement, nepotism, and they collected over $180 million through improper accounting of attendance and instructional time, leading to serving students inappropriately. When they petitioned Yuba City Unified originally, they spoke about serving English language learners, offering high school diplomas through adult education, and expanding into career and technical education. These services all sound great for our community, with one exception. Yuba College already offers almost all of those programs. Yuba College offers a robust English as a second language program, both credit and non-credit. Yuba College offers excellent CTE programs, including manufacturing, which placed first last year and third this year in a nationwide competition. Welding, that hosts welding camps each year, a fantastic medical career program, including nursing and radiologic technology, and the fire and police academies. Yuba College has been building trust continuously for the last several years, something that you, the Board of Trustees, and leadership has put considerable time and effort into. If Highlands Charter, CALA, were to be approved, it would deteriorate that trust because of the history of financial mismanagement. It would also deteriorate the partnerships that you built with Sutter County Superintendent of Schools, the LEA that offers adult education diplomas, and dual enrollment CTE programming through the consortium with Yuba College. But mostly, it would deteriorate the partnerships that you've built within this community. The advisory boards, the hard-earned trust with your students, employers, and prospective students. We all want Yuba College to be the first choice in the Yuba-Sutter region, not CALA. I ask that you join me and others in asking that the Sutter County Superintendent of Schools vote no to the CALA petition for a charter school in the area. Stand up for your community and your students. Show them the Yuba College way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am over. Yes.
I was just wondering, President, if the Chancellor, if we're taking any position on that situation, or if there's been any discussion in Sutter County relating to Highlands Charter coming in and duplication of effort.
We have not taken a position on this issue. This is Crystal is reading on behalf of the CSEA, just for the board awareness. this is under consideration for Sutter County Supervisor.
And I live in Sutter County, and I was previous Sutter County Superintendent of Schools. So I'm aware of the situation, so.
Their current location is in Yuba County.
Yeah.
Correct. So, thank you. Thank you. Are there any other public comments? I don't have any here. Do we have any online? Okay, seeing that. Uh, 7.01, approval of the agenda. Is there a motion
Second.
to? It's been moved and seconded for approval of the agenda. Any discussion? Seeing none, we don't have student advisor, student trustees today. So as far as the board, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? So passed. Thank you. 8.01, approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So passed. Consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Been moved and
I'll second.
seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So passed. We've not done this quickly before. Yeah. Okay. 10.01, presentation of resolutions. Are there any trustees who are interested in reading any of the previously adopted resolutions under the consent agenda by informing the board, by informing me? Okay, seeing none. Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to move the board resolutions of 2629, 2630 for I'd read. Is that what you're asking right now?
Yeah, do you want to read one of the board resolutions at least?
I'd like, yeah, 2629, 2630, if I was going to read either one.
Okay. Do you have it? Yeah, perfect. Please do.
Okay, this is continuing resolution recognizing California Native American Day, September 25th, 2629, resolution number 2629. Whereas in 1968, Governor Ronald Reagan signed a resolution calling for a holiday titled American Indian Day to be held fourth Friday, September, and in 1998, California legislature passed Assembly Bill 1953, which made Native American Day the fourth Friday of September an official state holiday, which enacted into California Education Codes as section numbers 37220.7. And whereas locally across the district, we honor the Quetzal, the Hill Winton Nation, Keshiel, the Hay Band of Winton Indians, Coosa County Campus, Boy, Ellen, Tanda, Bay County Campus, Yoshi Dihi Winton Nation, Woodland Community College, the Nistan People Yuba College, Marysville Campus, and Sutter County Center, as well as the numerous other indigenous nations and peoples that have inhabited the lands upon the district currently stands on California Native American Day and observe this date annually to recognize Native American cultures and contributions. And whereas these nations and peoples have been indigenous to Northern California for over 20,000 years, from their known ancestral tribal villages, they hunted, traded, and lived peacefully together, to build a vibrant, healthy, and culturally rich society. And whereas for thousands of years, these nations and people have been guided by the cultural rich, the understanding, medicine, technology, food production, and land stewardship. And whereas indigenous people were the original stewards of our land, and have a great reverence for the earth and its bounty, and generously shared their knowledge with the early European settler, so that we will still enjoy that harvest today. It's an agriculture industry that supports America and the world. And whereas throughout the history of America's indigenous nations and peoples have been an integral part of the American character, and against great odds, they have endured and retained a valuable political, social, and moral presence, and have flourished with vibrant cultures and rich traditions. Now therefore be resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Yuba Community College District does hereby recognize September 15, 2026 as California Native American Day and ask all members of the Yuba Community College District to honor and recognize Chancellor de Winter Nation, the Chancellor de Band of Winter Nations, Lucy County Campus, Floyd L. and Camden Lake County Campus, Yosemite Winter Nation, Woodland Community College, and the Sound People, Yuba College, Minnesota Campus, and Sutter County Center, as well as the numerous other indigenous nations and peoples that have inhabited the lands upon which the district currently stands, and to make part achievements and contributions for indigenous people in California and the United States of America. Dated this 13th day of August, 2026, Yuba Community College District, Bill Kearney is President of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
And I just would like to comment on Resolution 2630 and maybe just read the first two paragraphs and go into the at the end therefore resolve. This is pretty lengthy as well. So continue resolution honoring National Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th to October 15th, Resolution 2630. Whereas Hispanic Heritage Month, which began in 1968 under President Lyndon Johnson, was expanded to National Hispanic Heritage Month by President Ronald Reagan and enacted into law in 1988 to cover a 30-day period starting on September 15th, the day which represents the anniversary of independence for 5 Latin American countries. And it goes on for 4 or 5 other paragraphs. Now, therefore, be resolved that the governing board of the Community College District adopts Resolution 2630 to encourage the celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15, 2026 through October 15, 2026, in the college of the Yuba Community College District, with activities appropriate to the occasion and value the role of contributions of Hispanics to the local and national economies, culture, and identity. Dated this 13th day of August 2026, Yuba Community College District, Bill Kearney is President of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you very much. Any other resolutions that the Board of Trustees would chair to you? Thank you very much. 10.02, board resolution honoring Tony McDaniel of Yuba College. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded. Thank you. Trustee Cassidy, would you read that for us, please?
Be honored to. It's kind of a tough one for me. Tony and I go back to 1978 when I met him playing basketball at junior college. So we spent a lot of years together on the Pine, playing and coaching together. I will say we won more than we lost. I'm honored to read this at his funeral last week. A couple hundred people there. Marissa, thank you for coming. A lot of heartfelt thoughts and comments about Tony's teaching career, his career coaching, and just how he treated family and friends. So I will go ahead and read the resolution. A resolution honoring the legacy of Tony McDaniel for 26 years of dedicated service to Yuba College. This is resolution 26-31. Whereas for 26 years, Tony McDaniel faithfully served Yuba College as an extended opportunities program and services specialist and basketball coach, dedicating his career to supporting students in their pursuit of higher education and athletics. And whereas throughout his tenure, he demonstrated unwavering compassion, kindness, and commitment to student success, providing encouragement, guidance, and advocacy that helped thousands of students overcome obstacles and achieve their educational goals. And whereas his work ethic embodied the mission and values of Yuba College by creating an environment where every student felt welcomed, valued, and empowered to pursue their dreams. Whereas in addition to his distinguished service as an EOPS specialist, Tony McDaniel devoted 12 years to Yuba College athletics, serving 8 years as the men's assistant basketball coach under the leadership of Hall of Fame coach Joe McCarron and Bob Hamilton, where he helped mentor student athletes and contributed to the success of the program. And whereas he reestablished Yuba College women's basketball program and served as head coach from 1995 to 1999, playing a foundational role in the success of the program after a 20-year hiatus and creating new opportunities for Yuba College student athletes to compete grow, and succeed. And whereas a coach was recognized not only for his teaching the fundamentals of basketball, but for instilling teamwork, integrity, perseverance, sportsmanship, and lifelong love of the game in many student athletes whose lives he influenced. And whereas during the 1990s, Tony McDaniel was instrumental in establishing the National Youth Sports Program at Yuba College, creating meaningful opportunities for local youth to develop academically, athletically, and personally, while inspiring countless children to pursue the life of a student athlete and envision a future through higher education. And whereas through nearly 3 decades of dedicated service, his influence has extended far beyond Yuba College, enriching the lives of students, athletes, families, colleagues, and the broader Yuba-Sutter community through his generosity and mentorship and unwavering commitment to helping others succeed. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Yuba College Community College District expresses its deepest appreciation and sincere gratitude to Tony McDaniel's family for his 26 years of exemplary service to Yuba College, the EOPS program, and athletics, specifically the men's and women's basketball programs. Be it further resolved that the Board of Trustees extends its heartfelt appreciation to Tony's family and expresses its confidence that his legacy of service, compassion, and dedication will continue to inspire future generations of students, educators, coaches, and community members. And I'll end with this. Many of Tony's proteges who he taught, Tony was the greatest skills coach I've ever seen. There are at least 5 still in the NBA coaches that he taught. Teach footwork, shooting skills, blocking out, dead ball moves, shooting the 3. He was an amazing skills coach who taught many, many coaches that ended up in the college ranks. And like I said, they're still in the NBA working with what Tony taught them how to teach. So thank you for honoring him in this way.
Thank you very much. He was a good man. Okay, at 10.03, Woodland Community College Employee Spotlight, Maria de los Santos. Oh, I need to go back. Let me get that. So it's been moved and seconded on the resolution. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, so passed. Thank you, Trustee Cassidy. Now we have our honoring our employee spotlight, and I will turn this over to Chancellor.
Yes, President Woodland, trustees. Today we got a chance to recognize spotlight a special individual, Maria de los Santos, with the name Lupita, right? She's actually with us, serves as the interim director of student support programs at Woodland Community College. I'd like to have President Everett to get into some specifics about her work at Woodland Community College, please.
Good evening, members of the board. It is my honor to recognize today Maria de los Santos, known as Lupita, for her incredible work and for stepping up at a time where our students and our community needed her most. Lupita stepped in as our interim director of TRIO under student support services and programs this spring. So you may recall that last academic year, our TRIO grant was paused. After a successful appeal, we were notified in late spring that we could move forward with the condition that we could still run our summer program. That meant that we had to start up an entire program, a summer cohort, 6 weeks to serve nearly 200 students and give them early access and opportunities to college, and quite frankly, to socioeconomic mobility. And Lupita was one of many individuals, and through her leadership and guidance, that made that possible. So it was a huge feat, and thanks to her support and her willingness to have the courage to step into this role, we were able to serve those communities that otherwise would have gone unserved, and that access to higher education may never have been provided. She was a successful candidate to do so because she also had been a TRIO alum for us. So she'd walked that path and knew exactly the impact that higher education have. So I want to thank her publicly for this great work and bring her up here to formally recognize her.
Sorry, I didn't prepare a speech, but I do want to emphasize the work that TRIO has on our students. As mentioned, I am a TRIO alumni. I went to Pierce High School, and there I was in the talent search program. So I was, right when it started back in 2016, I was part of the program. So I know the work that is put into these programs, the support that these students need. And I'm just very grateful. I think I'm very grateful to Karen, who has supported me throughout since high school. She has been there for me when I started back in 2022. So I'm just very thankful for all that TRIO has done for me, and very special to be part of Woodland. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, 11.01, employment of interim chief technology officer. It would be a direct appointment. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Seconded. Chancellor Pan?
Yes, President Cornelius, trustees, with former Chief Technology Officer Devin Crosby moved over to faculty. We have the short window to continue his work, particularly in preparing for the start of the new semester. In following the district policy, we did a special advertisement, did an interview. I made a decision to recommend, to actually direct appoint Jason Musselman to be the interim Chief Technology Officer. He started on August the 10th, based on the current AP allows the Chancellor to appoint him direct appointment with your ratification for 3 months, possibly extension for another month later on. Jason has been with the district since 2018. Currently, he serves as Director of IT Infrastructure and Security, but with 30 years experience in IT leadership, solid individual, well-respected. I'm pleased to recommend him for your consideration. Following the Educational Code 35011 district policy, I want to just share with the public this appointment with a annual salary of $199,027, which is a range 45, step 8. He's entitled to also auto allowance of $500 per month. I recommend this direct appointment for your ratification.
Any questions or discussion from the board? Seeing none, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? So passed. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Martin.
Welcome aboard. Speech.
11.02, employment of interim Yuba College Vice President of Student Success. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Been moved
I'll second.
and seconded. Chancellor Pan?
Yes, President Cornelius, trustees, this is one of the things when a leadership changes, we see seems to have a domino effect with Carissa Morehouse appointed by you to be the interim president for Yuba College. The important position of Vice President Student Success is open. It's a critical position. I'd like to invite interim President Morehouse to recommend the interim employment of Vice President of Student Success, please.
Good evening, board. Here to recommend for you, after a comprehensive search for an interim vice president of student services, Dr. Martha Fabel. Dr. Martha Fabel, in accordance with the district policy, the base salary for the employee would be $204,000 per year. with the management salary schedule of range 45, step 9. Dr. Clavel comes to us with 15 years of experience in higher education, 12 years in the community college, a native of Yuba City and an alumna of both Yuba City High School and Chico State. She's coming home to serve the Yuba City community, the greater Yuba community. So we'd like to request your approval for Dr. Martha Clavel.
Thank you. Any questions? Any discussion? Seeing none, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? So passed. Thank you very much, President Morehouse. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. 11.03, approval of memorandum of understanding between CSEA and YCCD trio, specialist transition and new job classification, board resolution 26-25. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Been moved and seconded. Chancellor Pan?
Yes, President Cornelius, trustees, you may remember at the last board meeting, we recommended just to, in terms of following the timelines, elimination of 2 positions that's educational talent search because of the categorical funding was ending. In order to reduce the impact to affected employees, our HR worked with CSEA leadership, reached a memo of understanding. So this recommendation has 3 different parts. One is the creation of trio specialist classification, creating and then budgeting this position, but also move the affected 2 employees to the new trio specialist position. So the employees then will be in a new job description with the same salary, same benefits, same step, and same seniority. But provided it's important to point out this is a one-time temporary non-precedent setting kind of a move. If you trustee have any questions, I know Chris Little, our Associate Vice President, and President Narrett also knows the background, be able to answer any question we recommend for your consideration.
I think we were aware of this coming, and CSEA has approved the description and all.
Right.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Yes, Trustee Harris?
Chancellor Penn, could you elaborate on the statement? I think I heard correctly, a non-precedent setting decision. Would you
So
like
this
to
is especially to these positions. It doesn't indicate that all cases when a position gets eliminated, we can do this. So it's case by case. So it's not setting precedent for future.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? So passed. Thank you. That was a much needed position, so appreciate the time and effort on that. 11.04, memorandum of understanding between Communicare plus OLE and Yuba Community College District and Woodland Community College. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. Been moved and seconded. Chancellor Pan?
Yes, President Cornelius, trustees. Woodland Community College has been using community care, formerly known as community care, now recently plus OLE, using this particular organization to provide integrated physical behavioral services for students since 2020. This particular memorandum is standard for next 2 years. I'd like to have President Narrett talk about the specifics, what is amount to, how the funding source, to see trustee have any questions for action.
Good evening again, members of the board. Urge your approval of this memorandum of understanding with Communicare LA. They are a local health provider that allows us to provide physical and mental health services here on campus. It also complements services that we provide online through Timely Care. These services provide much needed access to students that may not have it otherwise. It is covered through a combination of our student equity fund, in addition to the student health fees, which can only be utilized for purposes such as these. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
I would just indicate that the board, Finance and Audit Committee did review this and recommended approval.
Yes. And as a part of that, I agree. So it's really helpful for our students. So thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. 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 Any nays? Thank you for putting that together. Great resource. 11.05, Yuba College Building 100B renovation. KL? AI. I always get that wrong. Furnishings proposal award using California Chancellor's Office, Foundation Office, College Buys, program competitively bid, pricing contract agreement number 0200077792E. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Chancellor Payne.
Yes, President Cornell, trustees, as you know, this particular renovation for Yuba College's 100B building has been coming for a long time. We're at a point we are leveraging the state buy, the college buy program to purchase some furnishing for 100B. Many of the furniture there has been purchased in the 60s, 70s. Many of them are really worn out, dysfunctional. Before we got here, the college and the district facilities actually engaged with Kenan to do agronomic studies to making sure that the furniture is to reduce potential injuries, to reduce fatigue, more importantly, to improve functionality and also productivity. And also by replacing some of the furniture to be also ADA compliant. It is a large purchase. It's about 750,000. So we believe at this point this is important to proceed. The facility subcommittee also had a discussion. Also, the finance committee discussed this. If there are any furniture to be used, those will be repurposed. Where also this furniture will be important to do a swing space, so we can have some furniture in and out. So this is that particular recommendation. If trustee have specific questions, District Director Willis may be able to address those questions.
Any questions from the board? I know I was on the finance committee part, and I know we had a large discussion of the cost and the value and the old equipment. If there was anything that could be reused in any shape or form, we would do that, to cut down costs, but it's very much needed. So other than that, I don't have any other comments. Seeing no further comments, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Any nays? So passed. Thank you. That was a lot of work. 12.01, these are informational. Title IX, Sexual Harassment Annual Report. Chancellor Pan.
Yes, President Cornelius, the way you're going to set a new record in terms of timing. We're moving.
I'm not meaning to, I'm just trying to go through the order, so I know.
So this is a new requirement from the state for each community college district to file report any reports or complaints of sexual harassment. It has specific forms. There are 10 subsets, and so if you had a chance to look at it, our district since January 1st, 2025 to end of June this year, June 30th, we have 0 reports, 0 complaints. This is where we want to have 0, nothing. But it is important for us to keep track of these and let you know this is for your information. If you have any questions, Associate Vice Chancellor Beto can also address.
Thank you. That's amazing, because sometimes we have a society that a lot of bad things are happening out there. So it's great to hear that our students are safe, treated with respect on campus. Let's keep that going. So all students, male or female, feel comfortable. So any comments from the board?
I would just say with 18,000 students and 1,000 employees, it's an excellent, a wonderful report, and really something we should somewhat celebrate, and making sure that we have the things in place to ensure that we can continue at this level.
Yeah. No, that's extraordinary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great report.
Great job. Okay. 12.02, Community College Financial Statement, 320, Apportionment Attendance Report, Annual Full-Time Equivalent Students Update, Chancellor Pan.
President, Cornelius, trustees, this is also very important for your awareness information. It's the annual report of FTE 320 Apportionment Attendance Report. We filed this with the state to the record. We actually reported 7,815.99 FTEs to the state, which represents almost 8%, 7.63% increase over 24-25. You may have heard saying this past year, our enrollment continued with the work of so many folks, faculty, staff, employees, students. Our duplicated count reached over 15,000. Woodland reached over 82,700. Yuba duplicate count is 11,270 plus. So this FTE also full-time equivalent has gone up. So this is a annual report for the last year, and setting record. We are almost hitting the real top level of before the pandemic, just for your information.
It's in a time where we have a lot of declining enrollment throughout the country for the most part. It's awesome to see such an increase like that, and it's all due to our staff at all levels. So compliments to the staff. Students want to come to our sites. They want to continue their learning and everything. So it goes right along with, why we have a rated number 1 and rated number 3 or 4 in our district and stuff, because you all are doing a fantastic job. Keep up the great work. It's making a difference. Any other comments from the board?
Just to our president and all their staff and faculty, your hard work's paying off. It's showing, so thank you.
Thank you. 12.03, College and Career Access Pathways Agreement Appendices, annual update, and I'll turn that over to Chancellor Pan.
Yes, President Bonet, the trustee, this is also an annual update to the Board of Trustees for the CCAP agreement that both colleges have. You see our enrollment increase. Part of that is also continuing enrollment in dual enrollment CCAP programs. At this point, we count 9 agreements that is under Woodland Community College, 11 such programs with Yuba College. When you look at the report, it talks about the number of students, which program, what are the reporting. So it's a quite comprehensive report. I'm pleased to see we continue to work collaboratively with area high schools to ensure as many students as can to take advantage of CCAP program, because it's clearly win-win in so many fronts. A great work.
Thank you. Any comments from the board? Trustee Tudor?
This is the first time I think we've seen a report that shows the classes that are being offered and the enrollments that are anticipated and who's teaching, and that the academic senate has actually looked at the instructors and approved all the work. And I think I encourage the college to continue when this information is available, to continue showing it. It's really nice to see the courses that are being offered in I think there were 9 high school districts that were represented in this report, and I think it's well done, and it's a good community document as well to be able to share with the community what's being offered across the Yuba Community College District.
Thank you. Any other comments?
Are there any relationships that we're currently actively pursuing? And
Probably soon bringing up for it, or?
Actually, there's no microphone, so what am I like?
You can speak for.
We've actually had two new partnerships. One is a partnership with Davis Joint Unified School District. And then the other is with Yuba-Sutter. Both are outside of our service area, but following Ed Code and the proper notification channels that are outlined in Ed Code, we have programs and services that this area could provide. So we are very excited to bring those on this year with the full launch of both of those partnerships this fall.
Congratulations.
Good job. Any other comments?
Again, thank you to the colleges for working on this. But it's just amazing. I'm amazed at all the young people that take advantage of this. And when they graduate high school, they're already college graduates and ready to hit the ground running with, either the next steps and cost savings for families. So thank you for it. And I am impressed with the young people that do it.
Thank you. 13.01. I will introduce the interim president Morehouse for her report, and with the academic senate president James Gilbreth.
Good evening again. It's great to be in front of you and to share some of the things that are happening at Yuba College. The title the title story is really about enrollment management. We had a team of faculty, staff, and administrators go down to San Diego to learn more about how do we prepare schedules so that they are more student-centered, and then also with making sure that we have physical health also in mind. It's those two together so that we can continue to do the work of serving our community. So we've been investing in, Vice President Dina is working with our academic senate as well as our deans of instruction. And together we are really honing in on streamlining the schedule so that it meets the students' needs when they need classes, how they need classes, what modality, and making sure we're offering classes in the right sequence so that they can get through in a timely manner. So it is a lot of work to align all those pieces, and we are, and it's a part of our educational master plan refresh to really invest in making sure we're creating those streamlined schedules. So that you'll learn a little bit more about enrollment management through that. I would also like to welcome Coach Chris Gross is joining us, our women's basketball coach. I hope you can make it out to some games. We have the fall athletic season, some of the upcoming both volleyball, women's and men's soccer that are coming up rather quickly. And then we have our fabulous athletics, getting ready for a fabulous season. So I hope you are able to join us. Please do. There's a lot going on, and our fabulous student athletes that are doing amazing work both on and off the field. I'd also like to point out to you, that Yuba College is a statewide leader in our career technical education. Not only do we teach students, we also teach fellow educators. And so they come to Yuba College specifically to get training. We had faculty from literally throughout the state come to our campus to learn so that they can be better welding teachers, advanced manufacturing faculty. And so not only are we teaching the students of our region, we are also having a statewide impact on the work that we are doing to teach our fellow faculty. So wanted to make sure to point that out to you and the great work that's happening through our Weld Ed program. And then there's a lot, I will not go into all of it, but some amazing examples for you to read about student research and academic preparation. We are extending the life of the classroom, the work of students in the classroom, outside of the classroom. It is there where relationships are built, where students are engaged in amazing research with four-year institutions, our faculty. They are building those skills so that they are prepared for their next venture in their careers. And so there's some great events that you can read about that our students are doing outside of the classroom. And last but not least, I could not fail to share with you just there's a lot of activity going on campus. We have our week of welcome happening this next week because classes start on Monday. And so our student services team has been very busy getting prepared. And so would love to have you join us for anything. We have convocation tomorrow where we are talking about our areas of interest and our educational master plan and talking about student belonging and building belonging on our campus. So we're doing that and we're kicking off the year with all of our employees tomorrow. And then next week we have these amazing events for students so that they really have a sense of belonging at Yuba College. So please join us for any of those events. We are doing a Bienvenida. It's the first time as a Hispanic serving institution, Yuba College is doing a Bienvenida and really doing a targeted activity to make sure that our Latino and Latina students feel welcome on our campus. So please join us for that event, as well as the ice cream social and the other things that are happening throughout the first few weeks. And there is a schedule for other events that are happening all the way through September. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to support you being on campus. So, any questions?
Thank you very much.
I will turn it over to James Gilbert, our fabulous academic senate president.
Welcome, James. Actually, we're short report. It's fine. So I'm invite Ari and join us.
That's fun.
To reflect our partnerships over the summer, both Yuba Academic Senate and Academic Senate did some activities together and did a lot of work together. So to reflect that, we wanted to do a joint report. Do you want to go first?
I can try. You may recall we hired a lot of faculty. With that many applications, we had lots of equivalency applications. So people apply, they may not have the literal degree, master's in English. They might have a degree that could qualify them for the position, but that has to go through an equivalency process. So neither Kirshner and I had to get through lots of them. And it was a learning experience, but it was an experience we don't want to necessarily repeat. So we met up, both colleges and HR, to kind of walk through this and see how we can improve things. And I have say it was very good. They were excellent meetings. I think the bar of meeting and working together is not higher. Neely actually came today to our academic senate retreat, and with Brian Jukes, our new president-elect, came a report of what we did this summer, and our senators were absolutely blown away. They were like, wow, that much can happen when we work together. And it's like, yes, a lot can happen. So those reports and that information, I'm sure, will become more available. We did have two visitors from ASCCC, Eric Reese and Robert Stewart Jr., who's the vice president of ASCCC, came and started the session and gave us advice about how, from a state perspective, what other people are doing, how they may handle equivalency. Actually, we were not doing too bad, but I think there's some improvements in the process that we make to get applications through quicker and get them to the ones that qualify and get them to.
Yeah. And I just to kind of dovetail on with that, I want to share appreciation for not just the faculty at both representing both senates, but also Chris Little and everybody in HR coming to all these meetings, because this is one area where HR and the senates work really close together. And so we all have a stake in trying to make this process streamlined and easier for everybody. But I know like the HR team is really, really impacted and busy. And so it's really necessary and wonderful to have their support. So I just want to make sure that they get credit for the time that they took out to support this process.
Actually, it's quite a few.
Yep.
It was nice. It was a big meeting. Everyone shared their thoughts and got things out.
The full list of everybody who was involved in the work in the report. The other opportunity that we had for a lot of collaborative discussions was at this year's Curriculum Institute. Curriculum Institute is offered by HCCC every summer, but this summer it was in Sacramento. So because of the proximity, we had a really big team of faculty, Senate, both faculty involved with the Senate and also just faculty who wanted to learn more about curriculum come and participate. There was lots of great information about many of the statewide initiatives, things like credit for prior learning, comp course numbering. But we hung out together. We had opportunities to chat about the differences between our two colleges because we don't have shared curriculum. And it was just a really wonderful, I would say, like a networking opportunity within our own district, getting to know each other a bit better. And so it was really wonderful that we were able to bring so many faculty. And I know for the Woodland Academic Senate side, we're really appreciative to Dr. Navarrete and Dr. Sorensen, who helped us to find the financial, the funds to be able to send so many faculty to be able to participate. We even had some brand new faculty who were in their first year of employment who came, who are just like, I want to learn more about this now so I can help build my program. And it was great to have that administrative support so that we could send so many faculty.
That's an administrative cool stuff. So it's great. I hope they have it in Sacramento all the time. It's great.
It was, yeah.
But having close, a lot of people to go. It was a great experience to network. Those are Woodland College updates.
Yeah, so I'll just briefly share that on Monday we had our second new faculty orientation organized by the Senate. It was even bigger than last year, which is always great to see. We had 8 new faculty, all of our new full-time faculty, as well as several part-time faculty members. We moved the session to the afternoon, hoping that it would be more convenient for part-time faculty. And we'll continue to kind of gather feedback to think about how we're going to plan for next year. But we also had our volunteer mentors as part of our faculty mentorship program, which is going to start its second year as well. So they got to come out and kind of spend a little bit more time with the new faculty than we did last year. I gave a presentation kind of going over what the Senate does, as well as our shared governance structure to try to encourage folks to get involved, including part-time faculty. And then they also got sessions on syllabi requirements and course policies. That was a really active and engaging conversation. They really had a lot of great questions during that session as well. And I wanted to share appreciation, especially for the mentors, because after we stayed to kind of clean things up, they went and gave campus tours to our participants so that they could kind of see where their classroom was, check out their classroom technology, and also go to the 700 building and meet some of the folks that work in different student support services. So really grateful for the staff at 700 and for everybody who was involved in coordinating the event and helping to support it, particularly the other sectors. And then I have another hot off the presses special announcement. This is not specific to the Senate, but it does involve our senator representing CTE faculty. So I'm pleased to announce that WCC Agriculture won first place at the Yolo County Fair in the adult floriculture category flower garden, rainforest, or tropical oasis. Their garden features an active volcano, and I have been told that their garden will be up throughout the weekend. This year, the Yolo County Fair runs for 2 weekends as opposed to 1. And so if you happen to be in the area Friday through Sunday, please go out and see their blue ribbon winning exhibit. So I'm sure. Or no, these 4. So now James going to do the
There's not much there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so likewise, we have many new faculty. We're all very excited about that. We've had 2 days of orientation and training for the new faculty, taking through, I think, pretty much everything that they will need to know from Monday, at least. And it's been great. We had a welcome ceremony. Dr. Pan was there, and President Cornelius was there, and it's great to see them there, that section. Today was our first Senate meeting. It was our retreat. We started the session again with Dr. Pan. We started the session with listening. Now, basic skills, right? Senators should listen. That's hard with that, if we like to talk. But we started listening. We listened to Dr. Pan, and it was great to have his input of what was happening. It gives us a little, sight of what's ahead of the horizon. Dr. Dana gave a little talk, and Dr. Morehouse. And surprisingly, a handful of student AYSC leaders, president, vice president, treasurer, like all of them showed up. And they gave us all their ideas about what they want to have. One main thing they want is more connection, more events, more opportunities to connect with those students and faculty. Our faculty then had their opportunity to say what they want to change. And surprise, it was connection. It was things like belonging. It was about improving and building on the relationships that we've been trying to build on with our admin team, the district, our students, and building these connections to move us forward. Because it's really surprising. If we work together, we get really far, right? Hannah says that. And so we really are embracing that. So we include that in our objectives. We're going to build on communication and connection and allow somehow the Senate business to not just be in room 4 on a Thursday at 12. It's something that we want the whole campus to be involved. So I think we're in a good place. We have new senators and a lot of positive energy. So I think we'll have some good things now.
Any questions? I do have one minor, if possible. Maybe sometime down the road, how are you as a faculty working the AI?
AI, how are we working the AI?
Yeah, and I hear
very carefully.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do the,
No. There was an AI policy put out.
Yeah, so we were able to pass an EP on AI and instruction last fall. Part of that EP included the promise and the reference to a faculty handbook on AI with some guidance to help faculty with developing their AI policies, best practices, that sort of thing. I have been told that that is going to be up for our kind of consideration this fall, and we're hoping that we can get it passed this fall so that that can be included as a resource.
Okay.
But AI is also a moving target as well, so these will need to be continuing conversations. One handbook is not going to solve everything, but it's definitely going to be a resource that would be very helpful.
The spectrum of AI supports it is interesting. So that had at least 2 sessions at the equivalents.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, just keep us, warmed. I hear it all the time, not just on the instructional part, but on testing and all kinds of other things. Papers that are being turned in, that sort of thing. So, yeah, just keep us updated. That'd be great. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, we have Woodland Board President Navarrete.
It's a tough report to follow, and also the record to try to keep
Don't worry about that.
Of convocation. So I would be great. I hope that when you walked in, you noticed, you're like, wow, this looks really nice. What's changed? So I want to publicly thank our maintenance and operations team. One of our many projects over the summer was to make this place kind of brighten it up a bit, to give it a little love. It hasn't gone in about 12 years, is what I was told. And so just a brief refresh that makes our very common gathering place one that is more inviting. So just want to thank them. So tomorrow is our convocation, and our focus is purpose and action in alignment with Purpose 2030, our new strategic plan, where we will outline a lot of the great work that we are poised and ready to take on to support our students and advancing socioeconomic mobility. So if you have an opportunity, thank you to those that will be able to join us. And if you aren't able to be there, I'm happy to share all the slides that we will have available so that you could also see and experience everything that we will learn that day.
Where will that be? I'll be coming.
It will be tomorrow. We'll be here at our Performing Arts and Culinary Center. I'll be there, and we'll have some welcome signs and follow the little sandwich. So then the other piece that I want to highlight here, Recently, the Buzz Research Project held a symposium here where students led by faculty Brian Gillespie had the opportunity to give great presentations of research that they're doing. And you can read a little bit more about that project and the exciting discoveries that they have and how that's helping not only our biodiversity, but our ecosystem and what they're learning. They get to provide that research as part of a national database. So it is a great learning experience. And then I will wrap up by highlighting a couple of things. One is that on Wednesday, our days are blending to this week. On Wednesday, we held our Eagles Welcome, which is our new student orientation. It's the largest that we've held in alignment with our largest enrollment increase that we've seen in many years. There at Eagles Welcome, we had the opportunity to launch Eagles Compass, which is a interactive tool where we connect students to all available resources, so short inventory, and then we connect them to qualify for veterans resources, to qualify for EOPS. We wanted to make the inquiry of finding out what they can access much easier. And so we are looking forward to fully launching it, implementing it throughout the year. We'll query students on how we can improve the tool, and on the back end, our programs or many categorical programs will use that as an opportunity to connect and recruit students so that they don't have to do the shopping window to window. We go to them. So we're excited about that. It's part of our efforts to increase our persistence rates as well as our. So with that, I will wrap it up and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 13.03 Chancellor's report.
Yes, just a couple of quick things. One, we are undergoing the search for the interim Vice Chancellor Educational Planning. Position has been posted, committee has been formulated. We've got close Senate President Harry Metz and Gilbreth served on the committee, expecting to do interviews next week. It's our goal to reach a recommendation. Hopefully this successful search with board consideration of the September board meeting. At the last board meeting, board approved transition a contract with a new security firm for Precision. The original plan was to do transition at the end of July. With many different factors, we decided that it was not ready. So the new transition date is postponed to September 1st. Vice Chancellor Cody and working with college president, my office, to ensure the transition is smooth. We still have some work to do, but I want to make both be aware the transition has been postponed to September 1st.
Any questions from?
So I saw a black patrol car out there. Who's doing it then? I mean, for August?
I'm sorry.
Who's security for August?
It's still Bravo.
Bravo just dropped.
Yeah, it's Bravo's contract extended for end of August.
Okay, just curious.
Total plans in place. Any other questions?
Only on this one is, as I talked to Chancellor about this at our after our committee meeting, and have been informed yesterday it hadn't taken place on the 1st as planned. And also I'd asked him, and I believe he said that we can expect it in the fall as a presentation.
Yeah, we'll be working to give the board a full presentation, the whole program, the hybrid model, the cost, the evolution, how the new contracts working out. Yes.
And even so, it's a director of safety director. I don't remember what the title is.
Yes, direct safety risk management.
And it's not just security. It's a lot more. So I'd like to hear everything about that position. What's been happening the last 2 years.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, seeing none. Board committee reports. I'm the finance and audit chair. I don't have anything else to report. Receiver, did you have anything to add? No. Facility Chair Trustee Burbank, anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, and a few things that we went over. We still don't have an update on getting the rigging and the orchestra area and everything up to date. We had a conversation about that. Looking at least another 5 months, it sounds like. Bidding for Yuba turf is complete. Labor's building, there's an update on that one, so hopefully we'll be seeing something there. The electrical system at Yuba, item 1A, I was surprised that that's the most, Director Willis, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the most dire of the electrical problems is coming due and going to be corrected in the next couple of weeks. And it was a lot less than I thought, at like 300,000.
That's just money. He's got on the other for it to be doing. There are a lot of people there.
So hopefully we're going to see some updates on that soon. Let me see, what else did we? 100B, Director Willis is working with Marissa to figure out how to not have an impact on students as they move student services over to 1100 and be able to get to work on 100B. And was glad to hear that they're working closely with the college to not interrupt. And I think the last one was concerning was that there's still HVAC problems at Yuba. Have those been solved before classes start on Monday? Are they better?
Yeah. Theater, we've got people there today. I had a phone report for that one. 1,400. We get resolved.
We did now.
Yes. So, yes.
Hopefully our oh, good. Hopefully our 100-degree weather's done, but 90 still hot.
We'll see. Anything else?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Moving to 13.05. Trustee Burbank or Trustee Garcia to provide a report on the foundation, the liaisons.
Yes, these are just a couple of the highlights, 25 and 26. We had 296 scholarships that were awarded for $277,300. The average dollar per gift is up for 25 and 26. Gifts in 25-26 total $335,833. The ending value in the fund is, as of 7/12, $13,075,184. We had a 1.4 million market appreciation, and the only reason I mentioned that, well, it's not going to be every year, but I'd like to see our scholarships increase, even by 100,000. That we give out 100,000 more in scholarships. We could serve so much more of our community and our students, and you're doing a great job. And I just like us to be able to just reach more folks. So that's just something I would like to see happen, is how do we do that? How do we partner to help make that happen? Just not in the number of scholarships, but in the amount. And that's it. That's my report for that.
Okay, thank you. 13.06, bless you. Trustee reports, Trustee Burbank.
Other than the paint job looks beautiful here. Thank you. It's very well painted. That's all.
Yes, thank you. Trustee Cassidy.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say that looking out at our own, World Cup quality soccer facility, it's spectacular. Congratulations. You guys did a great job. And the facilities team, he's sitting over there somewhere, did a great job getting that done against a lot of challenges and what have you. But congratulations. What a view. What a facility. Congrats. Awesome. That's my report.
Thank you. Trustee Teagard.
I have no additional report.
Trustee Garcia.
Is it mint? What would you call it?
It's called agave.
Agave. Oh, I like it. Very warm.
Oh, there's a tequila in there. It's always good.
Keep them away from the walls. Thank you. Facilities look great. Always nice to drive closer to my home, and that's right so far. But again, soccer field, and everything there. So thank you for all the hard work for everyone here. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Trustee Harris.
I will be at the Woodland convocation tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And I keep my ear to the ground to the Lake County Yuba College District area of Lake County Adopt a Fifth Grader program, and hear from the local folks that have worked and advocated that for years, that they're actually selecting fifth graders, awarding scholarships, meeting with the families, and it seems to be working. So I'm happy.
Thank you. Trustee Ortiz.
Yeah, just two quick announcements. One, I won't be able to make the convocation tomorrow. I'll be in Southern California, unfortunately, but I know it'll be a great job. I want to take this time to just introduce Irma Rodriguez, who's in the audience. Irma, could you stand? And in December, Irma Rodriguez will be the new Area 5 Yuba Community, representing Woodland Community College. Congratulations. She ran unopposed. I want to thank her for stepping up. Irma comes with a big background in Yolo County mental health for many, many years, administrator, and retired at one of the local community college districts for about 12 years as an administrator at community colleges. So I think she's going to be a strong asset to this board.
Welcome.
Thank you, Irma.
See you there. 13.07, my report. Looking forward to the convocation tomorrow. I did go to the Marysville campus to meet the new staff. Very exciting. They had a lot of information that day. I love the fact our enrollment is improving, which just shows truly what a great job all of you are doing. That doesn't happen naturally. It takes a lot of hard work. Crystal, I'm thinking about hiring you as our marketing agent, because you did such a good job of saying, you know, you talk about the charter school, but I mean, talking about all the things that we do provide. It is amazing. So I'm just saying, just know that was a very, very powerful. I just love hearing that. Thank you. With that, that is the end of my report. I will now announce our next meeting, Thursday, September 10th. It's at Woodland Community College again next month. So again, thank you for all that you do, President Navarrete, for making us feel welcome here. Absolutely. Great job. Any future agenda items? Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Watch, you can support or sponsor, help keep the community aware with Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.